New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys, Monday Night Football. What else could you ask for? Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. Today's video is a preview of Week 3, New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys, prime time, Monday night. What else could you ask for as a fan base? You heard Coach Dable earlier in the week. This is going to be a whiteout, meaning the team is wearing their color rush white jerseys with the Giants on the helmet. They want the fans, or they want the crowd to have white on, or Giants fans to have white on in the stadium, and they're also passing out white towels. So a full-on whiteout at MetLife on Monday night. And I'm so excited. Shout out to everybody that's going to be in the building. I wish I was there, but you know what it is. Now, going into this game, there's a lot of storylines. We have Kadarius Toney being injured. Now, we don't know if he's going to play or not. You got Micah Parsons missing practice due to a cold. We don't know what's going on with that. But outside of that, those injuries, of course, Leonard Williams won't be playing. Aaron Robinson won't be playing. And it's a couple other guys. But as far as the starters go, those two big names are not going to be able to play this week. Now, who will be able to play this week, or who we expected that's going to make their debut this week, is Azeez Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeaux. And just those two names alone give me so much excitement to see what these guys can do prime time. Now, we saw the practice clips. They look pretty good. They're looking healthy. Are they rushing to come back this week? Who knows? But if they get cleared and they feel healthy and they think they can play on Monday, then absolutely the crowd has been waiting to see these two guys, especially with how well the defense is already playing. If you can add Azeez Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeaux to this chemistry that Wink got going on, then I expect fireworks. Now, I do also expect them to be on the pitch count, but with that being said, I expect them to make their debut, and hopefully they can disrupt this game on defense. Now, with Leonard Williams being hurt, what do you think the Giants are going to do? What I think they will do, and I think we've already seen some reports, is they moved Jahad Ward down. Now, he was on the edge. Now he moves into that Leonard Williams spot. Now, Jahad Ward is big enough to play that position. He also has the skill set. He's not Leonard Williams. I'm not going to go ahead and say that. But again, you have a guy that knows his defense and can play that position because he's done it before in the past with Baltimore. He can play on that line, and he's strong enough to do it. So that's what I think will happen. Now, the cornerback spot, again, Aaron Robinson is out with the appendicitis. I'm not sure how many more weeks he's going to be out, but last week they went with Cordell Flott, and then also Fabian Moreau was elevated from the practice squad. Now, will they do the same thing this week? I think so. But like I said, when it comes to these rookies and how they're contributing, I think Cordell Flott needs all these reps. He needs the time on the field to get better. Now, another guy who had a great game last week was Dane Belton in the safety position. His debut was last week. He had a strong game. He affected the ball game right away with the fumble recovery. What is he going to do? Is his role going to expand this week with Dallas? And I think so, especially because you have guys like Pollard in the backfield for Dallas, who can affect the game, whether he's running the ball or also receiving the ball. So what did we do? Do they man up Pollard against one of our linebackers like Tay Crowder? I don't think so. I think they either cover him with Belton, or maybe they bring down McKinney to cover Pollard, or any running back in the slot like they did with McCaffrey last week in that Carolina game. But that's what I'm just thinking about as far as scheme. But on the offensive line, now, Dallas is probably going to be the best defense we've faced so far, but I do like what happened in the first 2 weeks, because in week 1 we had Tennessee with a strong defensive line. You know what I mean? Simmons was a beast. He was affecting the game, but we were able to make adjustments and do something in the second half. And in the second week, we had Carolina, who had pretty aggressive linebacker play. we were able to make adjustments and beat them as well. Now we have a team with the Dallas Cowboys that has a strong front, and also their second level of linebackers are pretty damn good as well. And I think with the 2 games that we had prior, they prepared us for this, for this game as much as possible, because the Dallas Cowboys have a monster on defense, and his name is Micah Parsons. Now, early in the week, people were going crazy. I was going crazy about people making the comparison of Micah Parsons versus Lawrence Taylor. And I told people then, and I tell people now still, pump your brakes. This is second year. The guy is special. There's no denying that. But pump your brakes when you're talking about Lawrence Taylor in the same breath as Micah Parsons. No disrespect at all, because I see the kid's talent. A lot of Giants fans wanted Micah Parsons too. But again, pump your brakes when we're talking about Lawrence Taylor, the best defensive player ever in NFL history. Now, getting back to this game. So for the offensive line, I hope they continue to gel. We need to keep Daniel Jones upright, and we need to be able to run this ball against this aggressive defense. And again, I said it, Dallas is very aggressive. And what do you do with an aggressive defense? You try to use their aggressiveness against them. And I said it in a previous video, maybe you work the screen game, and obviously the checkdowns and the quick outs are always going to be an option, but also you need to attack the middle of the field, and which brings me to my next point. What wide receiver is going to step up this week? Because we need somebody to, if not all of them, to step up this week. Dallas is aggressive on every level. Their cornerbacks are aggressive as well. How do we use that against them? Again, Richie James, Sterling Shepard. Hopefully Kenny Golladay can have a game, and hopefully Kadarius Toney does play, because again, right now his status is up in the air. But if these guys can get, well, Daniel Jones can get the receivers involved early, keep this defense honest, and that opens it up for Saquon Barkley in the running game and the passing game. But again, I like the way we've been able to adjust in halftime, but we have to have a quicker start than we had the first 2 weeks. There's no way we can start slow with this Dallas team and expect us, to give us a favorable chance to win this game. We have to start off fast, and we have to be efficient. In this first half, we don't have any first half touchdowns this year so far. And like I said, we've been lucky enough to make these halftime adjustments and go on and win games, but it has to stop somewhere. And Daniel Jones, if we keep Daniel Jones upright and he's able to make plays, if we're able to just hold that defensive front of Dallas back a little bit, I think we have a chance to be successful in our run game and also our short passing game. I don't want to take any deep shots because, again, this defense is fast and this linebacker rotation is steady. Again, they can rotate guys in and out. Quinn is a great defensive coordinator, and I expect him to have his guys coached up and ready to go. And I hope that Brian Dable and Mike Kafka have a good game plan to go into this game. And hopefully we can beat these Dallas Cowboys, which I think we can. I absolutely think we can do that. So outside of that, again, just focusing on some key players. Again, it's going to be Kayvon Thibodeau. It's going to be Azeez Ojulari on the defensive side. I want to see what these guys can do. On offense, it's Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley. It was going to be Kadarius Toney, but like I said, we don't know the status. Can it be Kenny Golladay? I hope so. But another guy, wild card, I want to throw out there, and I threw out his name last week as well, is Darius Slayton. If Toney doesn't play, we have to get Slayton involved somehow, some way. He is our only deep threat on the team, in my opinion. I'm not saying that, Shep and guys like Richie James, David Sills can't get deep, but they're not a deep threat. Darius Slayton is a deep threat, and whatever doghouse he's in right now, or whatever issues he has with the coaching staff, if they don't trust him, I don't know what's going on, but this will be a perfect game to get Darius Slayton involved in the passing game. Absolutely. I absolutely believe that. But again, I want to thank you guys for vibing with me. The channel is growing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.